these other people and see who I know here.
So do you know? I know, right? I think you may have a lot of new faces.
Yeah, I don't know Miss Jocelyn. Hi, Miss Jocelyn. I don't know Miss Sandra. Hi, Miss Sandra.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
And so just so you all know, we're streaming live on YouTube. So welcome those of you who are on YouTube. We're going to get started in a little bit. We're just going to wait for a couple more. Going to give 3 more minutes and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. And get going. How are you guys doing? How was your day today?
Good.
Good. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'll show you the fashion nation right now, what I told you what I want to be.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Fashion. Destiny wants to be a fashion designer.
Outstanding.
Yeah, go ahead, D2.
I guess I wanted, like, I said when I want to grow up. I actually haven't really decided what I want to be, but for now I had like this guess of like, what's it called? It's those people that those people that architectures.
Mm-hmm. An architect.
Yeah, they take real science and math and stuff into real places. Yeah. No, it's a game designer, not architect. A game designer, and also for a side job before I become a game designer, I might do like a YouTube thing.
Ah, I mean, that could be something you can do. You can do the YouTube thing. You don't have to do just one thing. You can do many things, but you may have that one thing that's like your main thing, right? So, hi, Sage. Oh, hi there. Hi there. All right, we're going to give everybody 1 more minute and we're going to get started. And so, Delaney, I saw you there and your sister. Hi, how's it going? Sydney, how's it going? Awesome. Welcome you all. So we're going to give 1 more minute. Does anybody else want to share what they want to be while we're waiting 1 more minute before we get started? Go ahead, Sage. Go for it.
I want to be a chef and make my own cafe. And I want to be a gamer and start a YouTube channel because I like playing games.
That's awesome.
I just had my name Big Bobby because I was.
I got so much.
That is awesome, Sage. So D2 wants to be a gamer, maybe an architect? Kind of, okay. And then Sage wants to be a chef. Delaney, what do you want to do? Delaney and Sydney.
I want to be a doctor.
Ooh, okay. How about you, Delaney?
Oh,
I'm sorry, Sydney.
I don't really know. I kind of want to be I forgot what it's called. They like design like the inside of the house.
Oh, so interior designer.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. It's 5 o'clock. We're going to get started. And so the rest of you, we're going to find out what you all want to be as well, because I think it's going to add some perspective, and perspective meaning it's going to make you think about what you want to do as you see and hear from our awesome speakers today. And so I just want to welcome you to our College and Career Day. So woo! No, feel free to unmute yourself. We're going to have some fun today. And so just so you all kind of know what our how the flow of our afternoon or this evening, how it's going to be, we're going to start off with some welcomes and introductions. We're going to share with you a little bit about higher education. Like, what does it look like even as you...
Miss, I'll show you right now. Well, look at my babysitter's high heels.
Hold on. Wait, so we're gonna see all your good stuff, Destiny. You're gonna show us because I know you said you want to do fashion design. So we'll share about as you graduate from elementary, middle, high school, like what are the steps? What does that look like? And then we are also going to have our interactive panel with our wonderful speakers and our guest mentors who are here. And after that, after we hear from our mentors, we're going to play a team Jeopardy game. Okay. And we've got awesome Wooten dollars and points that you guys are going to earn. And that's going to go towards your dollars for the Wooten store, because the Wooten store is coming up on December 4th. So it's going to be a chance for you to get more points and dollars so you can get towards the prizes that you want to see and get. And then after that, we're going to close out, and we'll have any other questions and like any last minute games as well. Okay. So if you don't know my name already, I'm Miss Christelle, and I'm Associate Director here at the Wooten Center. I'm actually wearing this is my sash. When you graduate from college, you get to choose if you want to have a sash. And so I graduated from Cal State Long Beach, class of 08 from Cal State Long Beach. And I got different medals and pendants. I was a part of the President's Award, and I got this other award, and I got some wonderful medals here. And so when you graduate from college, you're going to get to deck out your sash with all the organizations that you're a part of, and you get to fill it up. And that's just to celebrate for all the hard work that you've done while you're in college. And so really briefly, I just want to share with you all who are in the room. You see our awesome flyer there with our wonderful guest speakers. And so we have Miss Tanika Hubbard, and she is a firefighter with the LAFD.
Well, I can't see.
So you probably need to change your view. So Miss Tanika, can you just say hello? Oh, you can unmute yourself and say hello.
Hi.
First time in Zoom, so bear with me. Hi, I'm a firefighter.
Yes. So welcome. Awesome. So you guys are going to get to hear from Miss Tanika. Okay. And then we also have Mr. Robert Clark. He's an FBI agent. He's a retired FBI agent. And so you're going to hear from him as well. And he does lots of different things as well, too. So Mr. Clark, and also, let me say, that's his profession, but he's also he's a part of our board. And so he helps to make important decisions regarding the center, regarding all the things that happen with you all. And he does a lot of work and just great work with us as well. So Mr. Clark, can you say hello?
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for joining us today. I look forward to a great conversation today. Thank you.
Yes. And then last but not least, I have Miss Sandra Jimenez, and she is a social worker. And so she is going to share with you all. And so, Miss Sandra.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to see all your young faces, and I'm very pleased to be invited to be with you guys today. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So, young people, young men and women, when most of you all are in elementary, middle.
Wait, Miss, I'm going to be back for a while right now. Just look at the high heel.
No problem. I know Destiny, she wants to share. You all going to share what you want to do for your careers. But really quick in the room, and you can click on your reaction emoji. How many elementary school students do we have in the room? If you're in elementary school, click on your little emoji there and do a thumbs up or something. If you're in elementary school. No emojis? Okay, middle school. I'm sorry, maybe there's no. Okay, if you're in middle school, okay. So we got some middle schoolers. Okay, 3 middle schoolers there. All right. And how about high school? Do we have any high schoolers in the room? All right. So I think we have mostly elementary and middle schoolers, but I think we have a good amount of you guys that are in middle school. And so Samantha, I see you there. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. And so when you graduate from, do you guys know the steps that you do in order to get to college? And like what happens after college? Do you guys know what those steps are? Can anybody share with me if they know? Great.
You get a diploma or a deployment.
So a diploma.
Diploma.
Yes, you do get a diploma.
You get a job.
Yes, that's good. Good. So when you graduate from high school, you're going to get a diploma. And when you get that diploma, you can decide if you would like to go to either a 2-year or a 4-year university or even a trade school. Okay. And so all of your journeys will be different depending on what you want to do and what you want to become. And so when you go to you can go to a 2-year university. Like for me, when I graduated from high school, I went to West LA, which is a community college. So a 2-year university is a community college. Can everybody say community college?
Community college.
Community college.
Awesome.
Community.
Wonderful. And so when you're at that community college, you can get an associate's degree, an AA degree, if you like. And or you can transfer like I did, and I went to Cal State Long Beach and I got my bachelor's degree. Okay. And that's when you go to a 4-year university. So you have 2-year universities, community college, and you have 4-year universities, which are universities. Now, after you get your bachelor's degree, do you guys know what's next after that? What's after that?
Master's.
Yes, your master is wonderful. So you can get your master's degree. And that master's degree, depending on your program, the years may depend on your program. So it depends on your program, maybe 2 years, it may be 4 years. So it just depends on what you are choosing to do for your career. And then what's after a master degree? What's the level that you can get? Huh?
Is it a PhD?
Come on, you got it. Okay, did I mention we're giving Wooten Dollar points for you asking questions? When you're asking questions, you're going to get 1 Wooten Dollar point. And we're just doing this because we want to keep it interactive. We want you to unmute your button. And this is an opportunity for you to talk with not only with our speakers, but we want you guys to ask questions. So thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing that as well. You're getting points. So Miss Jocelyn, she's our tech extraordinaire, and she's going to be tracking all your points. And we're going to total up all your dollars and put it all in the chat. All right. So feel free to hop in and join in. You guys are going to be earning some great dollars today and hearing some really great information. So an AA degree at community college, a bachelor's degree at a 4-year university, then you have your master's degree, and then you have your PhD. That's when somebody calls you a doctor. And doctor doesn't only mean like a doctor where they're, in a hospital. You can be you can have you're having a doctorate degree. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Okay, I'm gonna pull up a visual so you guys will see it as well. But we're gonna move on to our next category. And I want to share with you all, when you graduate from high school, you need to make sure you complete your A through G requirements. Can everybody say A through G with me?
A through G.
Thank you.
A through
Yes. So
G.
Wonderful. Those A through G requirements are all the classes you need to take in high school in order to graduate high school to go to college. So that means you need to take your math classes, your English classes, your science classes, your world language classes. That's why we have language and culture with cooking, because you're going to learn another language. You also have college prep classes as well. So classes that are preparing you for college or exposing you to a new area. So all those classes, you have to take so many years, and that's going to prepare you for college. So those are requirements you need in order to go to graduate from high school, to go to college. A through G requirements. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what I just shared so far? No? Okay.
Wait,
all right. Awesome.
Aren't there like therapists that are doctors, right?
There are. Ooh, that sounds like a good question coming some of you guys' way. So we can, Miss Sandra, you can, add to that, or Mr. Clark and Ms. Hubbard there. You can add to it as we go. So now I want to have our speakers to share. And so I'm actually going to start with Mr. Clark. I'm gonna have you start first to share, and we'll work our way. And so Mr. Clark will have Miss Tanika and Miss Sandra.
I can certainly defer to the ladies if I may.
Okay. So how about this? Whoever wants to start first can share. I was trying to give you all. Go for it.
Okay, I can start.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tanika Hubbard. I actually went to UCSD, so it's the University of California, San Diego, where I got a degree in psychology. I was initially planning on working with special needs, so I like to work with students with disabilities in their homes and in their schools. I worked with students for about 6 years, and then I decided I wanted a more physical job. I was an athlete all of my life, and I wanted a more challenge, so I decided to go to the fire department. I have a dad that's a firefighter, and he did 32 years in the job, so I was around firefighters all my life, and that was a transition I wanted to do. To be a firefighter, it's pretty much just dedication and hard work. And you can have a college degree, but you don't need one to be a firefighter. So they have their own schooling, and you go for about 6 months where they teach you how to do all the requirements. So you get to learn how to fight fires, throw ladders, all the equipment you need, they teach it to you. And after that academy, you're sent to the field, you're put on probation for about a year. And probation means like you have senior firefighters teaching you to do your job. So if you make a mistake, it's okay because you're still in like training mode. And then after a year, you're graduating and then you're sent to be on your own. We work 24-hour shifts, so we don't get to go home. We sleep at the stations. And yeah, I love it. We have a lot of things we do. So we can respond to fires or medical calls. So if you're sick, we'll treat you there or take you to the hospital. We can do things like if you get locked out of your house, we'll come and respond, help you get back inside. Almost anything you imagine the fire department's here for. Does anybody have any questions? No?
Well, I've got some questions. So you guys, I want you to really listen, because our speakers are sharing with you their universities, where they've gone to school, what their majors are. They're telling you, they're sharing a little bit about themselves, because the Jeopardy game that we're going to play, the answers to the questions are based on what they share. So I don't know if you remember where Miss Tanika says she graduated from college, but I want you to really listen, because that's going to be a part of the points. Hint, hint.
All right. So I'll tell you guys again. I went to UCSD and I graduated with a degree in psychology. To be a firefighter, you do not have to have a degree. It's just a bonus. So if you have a degree, you might get a higher pay. If you want to promote, it looks better to have a degree to like chief or a higher position in the field.
That's awesome. I think Miss Tanika, it was really awesome. I know when to have you share as a firefighter, I think a lot of times we see a lot of men as being a firefighter, and for you to be a woman and a firefighter, I think it's so awesome. And a woman of color as a firefighter, I think it's so awesome for you to be here. And so how has your experience been? Just I know like how you said with choosing where you wanting to be in this field. Just for our other young ladies here, so if they may not have thought about like firefighting, but maybe that could be something. So what would make them maybe want to choose or lean kind of towards that?
Well, for me, I would just say never let your gender restrict what you can do. Like you can do anything a guy can do. And before I thought I couldn't do it, you never see representation. There's 5 African-American females on our job, and there's less than 100 female firefighters with LA City. So it's not a lot of us, but we're breaking those barriers, as you would say. It's just technique. Anyone can do the job. It's a lot of men that are shown, so women don't even desire to do it. It's not something you think of. I didn't think of it as a little girl and I was around it all the time. I used to go play on the fire trucks every day. It was not something I thought of until my dad came up to me and was said, "Hey, why don't you try?" Because I was an athlete my entire life. It's nothing that's physically impossible for us. You see women in the military, you see women in the police department. You can do whatever you want. So don't let someone tell you just because you're a female you can't do it. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so, Miss Tanika, and for our other speakers, I know some of those questions that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you some of those questions as well. So, can you share what you're most passionate about and what you love most about your career?
About my career, I love that it's challenging. Every day is different. There's not any 2 days that look alike. We can respond to a medical call. Someone can be having chest pain, or we can go and respond to a dog being stuck in a gate or a fire. Someone's house is on fire. You never know what to expect. So I'm being challenged all day. And I love that. I don't get bored. I tried to do an office job before and it wasn't for me. So this is perfect.
Nice. And what are your 2 favorite hobbies?
I'm a foodie, so I love to eat, and I love going to the gym. So.
Nice. I don't know, do we have any other foodies in the house?
Yes.
Awesome. And how many years have you been in your career?
I've been in my career about 2 years now.
Awesome. 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 Do you guys have any questions for Ms. Tanika?
Well, I can say, after COVID, because right now all the fire stations are closed, if you're ever interested and you want to just do a ride along or talk to some firefighters, you can go to any local fire station. It's completely open to the public, and they'll let you do a ride along. You can go on the calls. You can just hang out at the fire station, see what they do all day. It's completely open to the public. So if you ever have like an idea or a thought you want to see what it's like, it's there for you. We have cadet programs for youth. It's typically 14 and up. So you can do it throughout high school, and you go to a fire station once a week and they'll train you pretty much like we train. So
that's awesome.
There's opportunities.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Tanika, for sharing. I know if some of you want to be a firefighter in high school, I think there's like programs that they can already start preparing, right?
Absolutely. They have a cadet program. And you're assigned to a fire station that you go to weekly. You get trained, you drill, you volunteer. You're doing everything we do, just under supervision.
Awesome. Awesome. Go ahead, Sydney.
Miss Tanika, I was just wondering, do you like go into the fires? And if you do, like, are you ever scared?
I do go into the fires. It may sound weird, but that's like the funnest part of my job. I get super excited when we have fires. It's dark in there. It's super hot. So yes, it's scary. But when you see the fire, it's like the end. You know exactly what to do. You know where to put water. It's kind of like calming, but you get an adrenaline rush. It's very exciting going to it. Yeah, it's scary sometimes, but it's more fun.
Is Christelle, are you there?
Does anybody have any more questions for Ms. Tanika?
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. So Ms. Tanika, she's hanging out with us, so you're going to be able to ask her more questions as we go. So Ms. Sandra.
All right. Hi, everyone. Can I get everyone to do like a stretch? It's Friday afternoon. You've been doing like distance learning and doing all sorts of stuff through Zoom, and then you're still here. So give yourselves a round of applause for taking the time to be here, because you're already investing in your future dreams and making sure that they happen, right? Like other people are watching their favorite movie Friday night right now. You could do that afterward, right? So I want to kind of mention a little bit about myself, but through this, hopefully you guys feel comfortable to like raise your hand. If not, I'll ask like really easy questions, trust me. And maybe I'll say your name so that you can get some wooden dollars, okay? So I went to college to UCLA 2 times. So I went and got my bachelor's degree in sociology, and then I got a double minor, right? So this is gonna be tricky, right? So I got a sociology degree, bachelor's, and then I got a double minor in Chicano studies and Spanish language. And then I graduated and I started looking at all these jobs, and I said, everybody wants a master's degree for what I want to do. So then I said, okay, well, let me go back to school. So then I went and got a master's degree in social welfare. And so now I've been a social worker for 11 years. 11 years I've been a social worker. And it has flown by, right? And so I want to know, now that I said a little bit about myself, any other school that you guys have heard of other than UCLA? And it's okay if you say the rival. Just unmute yourself and say, what schools have you guys heard of? Community college, four-year?
Four-year community college. Oh, wait. So you want us to say the name of the college or what type of college it is?
Whichever one, Ben, whatever you want to share with us that you know about universities.
Oh, well, I want to go to USC.
Oh, see, I knew someone was going to say USC because that's our rival. How did I know? I was like, Ben's like going to pop in and be like, yep, I know another school, your rival. Yes, so I do want to say that that's the fun part, right? When you get to high school, even high schools have like a rival school. That's like the other really fun part of going to college, that you get to experience this like spirit. Like you want to be super excited about the school that you're going to, because it's a way that it brings people together and students, and you meet people and you get to do the fun stuff other than just like sitting and reading books, right? So speaking of finding your passion, right? Like I said, like I went and got a master's degree, but how did we figure out? How did Tanika figure out, right? How did Mr. Robert Clark figure out what we wanted to do that we're like passionate about, right? And that's like the secret in life, right? Like I feel like to wake up every day and do something that you love and not be like, oh, another day of a job that I picked, right? Like you chose that for yourself, right? So I see a hand being raised. Where's the wisdom from my youth here? Unmute yourself if you want to share.
I would just have a question. Like, what's the funnest part of your job?
The funnest part of my job? So I'm a social worker, and I'll share a little bit more of what things you can do in social work, but I work in schools. And so my funnest part of the job is just like being in an environment where there's always students. Everywhere I turn, there's students. There's something that I can do at every turn of a corner that I can engage a student and provide some like uplifting words to be able to check in on students in the blink of an eye. Like I don't have to wait for someone to have an appointment with me to sit down, because with my degree, I could be a therapist, right? So good point. I could be a therapist, and I decided for myself, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. It was very structured for me. Like therapists have like their appointments, and it's such a luxury, I feel sometimes, even now, right? Like everything in Zoom, to have a therapist and that person is like super awesome. And they say for this hour, it's just me and you, D2, right? Like you tell me how I can support you and hear you. And then Destiny may be like, man, let me tell you what happened last week. Like I've been really stressed. This COVID stuff is crazy, right? But for me, like I'm kind of like Tanika, I need to move, right? Like even here sitting in Zoom, you can see me like wiggling a little bit, right? So I realized like I needed to be in a space where I could kind of be active. I could be popping into meetings with principals. I could be meeting with parents. And I love it. Like I really love my job. But in order to discover that, I had to try things I didn't like, right? Like I tried things that I didn't like, and then it brought me back to social work every time. And so with that said, like, tell me, someone share with me what your favorite food is. Like what's like, you just know, like that is my favorite food. That's an easy question. Tell me, what is your favorite food? Sage, tell me, what do you love? If I brought it to your door. Wait, I said orange. I heard orange chicken.
Panda Express orange chicken.
Panda, oh yeah, I agree. The Panda Express.
My favorite food is donut.
I'm hearing donut, maybe?
I did.
Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you a harder question.
My favorite food is birria.
Birria. Oh yes, birria tacos. If everyone hasn't tried birria tacos, there's this like Teddy's Red Tacos food truck on Slauson.
Or pozole.
You know, try pozole. Did I hear pozole?
I like both. I like morisqueta.
All right. So everyone that answered their favorite question, you've eaten this food, right? Like you tried it, like you ate it. It wasn't just a commercial on TV, right? Right? Like you've actually tried it. Who says my favorite food is something I've never tried? Right? Like that's difficult. Like for me to say this is something I love, I have to try it, right? And so when you try something, you know right away, that's not for me, or yes, I love it. My tummy said yes, give me more, right? And so when I was at UCLA, I said I wanted to study computer animation, right? In high school, I said I love Pixar. Who loves Pixar movies?
I love Disney movies.
Right?
Disney movies.
Disney and Pixar are like friends now. They're like one, right? Back in the day, they weren't. But
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a good one. So then I said, I want to work for Pixar. As a high school student, that was like my dream job. I want to be a computer animator. And then I get to UCLA and I started volunteering, working with kids. I started going to camp and like doing like camp retreats up in the Los Angeles National Forest. It had nothing to do with computers and animating and drawing. And then I said, like, wait a minute, like this stuff is so awesome to me. Why am I going to be stuck in an office in front of a computer when I'm really like tapping into a different part of me that I didn't know, right? And then through my classes, I also learned. So then I realized, like, you know what, like, I think I need to change my career path. So I started volunteering, right? I started working at like a domestic violence clinic where attorneys were helping people feel protected from a person that was hurting them. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is scary stuff, right? But I felt so empowered to help other people, right? And so I started realizing the values of things that we want to change in our communities. We want to see peace. We want to see people around us that are doing good things. But how was I playing that role if I was just going to be drawing? So like my conscience kicked in and I was like, okay, I want a job that makes a difference, that serves other people. And I still am trying to figure out when I retire how I'm going to mix in like animation and Pixar into my retirement plan so that it creates like a way of doing social work through Pixar. So coming soon in maybe like 20, 30 years. But with that said, right, like you want to be able to like start tapping into things that you know you like and trying them. And I'm talking like not like 20 years from now, like start volunteering over the summer. You say you want to be a fashion designer. Okay, we'll start going online, Destiny, with supervision.
I do it on my mom, and I have makeup, but I didn't bring it.
Okay, well, I want an adult to help you and guide you and say, hey, what does it take to be a fashion designer, right? And maybe be able to connect with someone who already is. Because
it takes creativity.
It does take a lot of creativity for sure, right? So once you connect with someone that has the job that you want, then you can drill them with all those questions. And like Tanika said, you say, hey, can I join you for a day? Can I see what it looks like firsthand, right? Because that's what I started doing. I started volunteering and doing different things and saying, no, I don't want to be an attorney, but I want to be the other person that was a social worker, right? So I think finding your passion by doing what you think you like and then testing it until you find what you really love, right? And another tip, like for you guys in middle school, right? Like you guys have the internet, we're inside, we're bored. Look up like actual jobs, right? So say if I was to go and look for this job tomorrow, if I said I wanted to be an interior designer, I go online, I say, give me a job description. And then you get to read what they do every day in the job description. And then those job descriptions always say the type of degree that they require, like what type of experience, what things you need. And then you can backtrack and be like, oh, fashion designers or interior designers do this all day. Oh, I didn't know it involved all of that, right? So even just
wait,
yeah,
I got one more thing that goes with fashion: the makeup. The
makeup, right? So Destiny, as you do research, you're gonna realize that there's people that only do makeup, and they go to
and one more thing. Yes, also the hair. Get away from there. Put them down.
Thank you. So yeah, you could do everything, right? You could say, I'm Destiny who does hair and the makeup, right? And fashion design, Destiny. Or you could say, I'm realizing that I really love the makeup part of it and just focus on that, right?
This is what I would do if I don't have my mom or dad let me put makeup on them. I would get one of my dolls and I start putting makeup on them.
And that's the creative part of you that's already coming out. I love it. I love it. So yeah, like social workers do a lot of cool things, right? Like I get to work in schools, but if I wanted to, with my same degree, I don't have to go back to school. I could work at a hospital and be a hospital social worker. I could work at a hospice. I could work where like people have been told that they're gonna, you know, not live for many more years, but they're being taken care of in a place where they're comfortable. I could also work at like Sacramento and work with like legislature, right? Like that's something else I may do in the future. I'm really excited about like the law and how that can help people. And so there's so many things that you can do as a social worker. Does anyone want to share when you hear social worker, what came to mind when I said social worker?
When like I heard social worker, I thought like because like my uncle, he's a social worker, and like when I hear like about his job, like he says that he goes to people's houses for the kids or something. I think something like
Yes,
that.
I
About
know
how they
exactly
take the
where.
kids if they're not in like a safe environment.
Right. So most of the time when people, even my students, when I say I'm a social worker, they're like, oh my gosh, miss, I'm okay. My parents don't do anything to me, right? Like, because most of the time throughout like many years, people didn't need a master's degree in social work to be called a social worker, right? Like, would you call, let's say, an aunt that really knows how to give you the right tea and do all these things to make you feel better and like tuck you in at night and say, get your rest, get your emergency, get your vitamins, call her a doctor just because she did all that?
It's like those one cleaner ladies, but they serve you everything. I forgot what they call.
Right? But like you don't call them a doctor. My mom's my doctor, but she's not like a doctor. It's just a person that cared for me when I was growing up. And if I got sick, she gave me Tylenol, right? But that's what happened with social work, that they would call everyone a social worker, even if they didn't have a master's degree. Now, to be called a social worker, you have to have a master's degree. And back in the day, social work only meant, like you said, Sydney, that you had to go into someone's house and check in on the kids to see if they're okay. And if they needed to be somewhere safe, that you took them somewhere else temporarily and then checked in on the family before they got to go back home, right? But now when you hear social work, are you going to say that's the only thing they can do? No, there's, right? Like you could work for probation, you could work, even hospital social workers do really cool things. Like there's like hospital social workers that are like helping kids with cancer. And let's say you're a musician, right? Like you love playing drums or the piano.
I love playing the piano.
All right, Desi, so let's say you volunteer over the summer playing the piano for kids who have cancer because they can't go home. And that's like their therapy, right? We all heard of therapy dogs, right? But there's hospital social workers that merge those two loves. Like they love music, but then they become like that soothing presence for the kids so that they can deal with the pain of like chemotherapy and all that. So yeah, I feel like there's so much I want to share, but like, do you guys have questions for me now? I want to open it up for you guys to ask me questions.
Okay.
I didn't catch that.
Say it again, Destiny.
Okay. When I was in the hospital, I can't remember, but I remember I was in the hospital. My mom took very good care of me, even though nobody helped me. I was in pain really bad, so I had to go to the hospital and they took care of me there. So my mom cared for me enough.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I think we all have moments in life, right, that are rough, right? Like Destiny, it sounds like that moment you're like, I was in a lot of pain, and who was there for me? My mom, right? Like you'll learn that through life when you have like really like some bumps on the road. There's like one person that's going to stand out and be like, you know what, that person was there with me, right? And so you want to hold on to those people, right? Like you have people that care for you right now, that love you so much, that are connecting you to like extra activities that bring you to the Zoom meeting today, right? Like that's super special already. Any other questions?
Yeah, a little bit more about the hospital. Okay, so when I was in the I kind of got a little bit scared, but my mom was there for me. She held my hand and she said it was going to be okay. And it was not okay there, but then when she talked to me, I got okay.
And that's what we try to do as social workers, Destiny. We try to say, look, it's a rough day. There's a lot going on today, but it's going to be okay. And let me be there for you today. Okay. Thank you. That just wraps it up what I try to do every day with my students.
Awesome. Well, Miss Sandra, just some other quick questions.
Yes.
What are some of your hobbies?
Oh, I love running and I like going for hikes too, even though you see some snakes sometimes, but it's okay.
Does art include fashion or no? Does art kind of include fashion?
Absolutely.
Because of the colors. I want to be, and you know what? Sometimes I would find something, my dad's big box or something. I don't care what it is, and I'll start painting it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, our next speaker, Mr. Clark, is going to share next.
Well, hello, everyone. I have to say, I feel so small standing between these two giant women. I'm just so proud and honored to be on this with all of them and what they do. So I just virtually want to give them a round of applause for everything that they do, and certainly to serve and to help. Wow. I started my law enforcement career 34 years ago. I can't believe that it was so long ago. I went to Youngstown State University, which is in Ohio, where I got my bachelor's and my master's degree. And later on, I went to Capella University to get my PhD. But there's a funny story about me starting college. I actually went to college on a football scholarship, and I thought all I had to do was play football and go to the weight room and lift weights and then go back to practice. And I forgot this little thing called going to class. I forgot this little thing called studying. And at the end of my first quarter in school after football season, and I got my report card, and I took 3 classes. I took sociology, psychology, and criminal justice. And I was a criminal justice major with a social work minor. And my sociology class, I got an A. My psychology class, I got a B. And in my criminal justice class, I got an F. I actually got an F in the degree and program that I wanted to be in. I had no idea how I was ever going to have a career in law enforcement if that's what I was doing. It was getting an F. So I had to get really serious about going to school and about studying. And I had some academic mentors, as I call them, who really helped me to learn how to research and how to study in college, because I really didn't know or understand how to do it. College is much faster than high school. I know none of you are in high school yet, but it's much faster than high school. There's a lot of independence when you get to college. And I just didn't have the discipline to do the work that was necessary in order to succeed initially when I went to college. After my bachelor's degree, I joined the police department, and I got to work undercover for 2 years. I know it's going to be hard to imagine, but imagine me with long curly hair way back then. I don't have curly hair now, but I did back then. And I was undercover, and I got to pretend to be a Crip gang member for 2 years. And it was a very successful case. And none of you, the adults will, but there was a show back in the mid 80s called Miami Vice. It's in reruns now. And there was also a show on MTV called Yo MTV Raps. And I used to watch those 2 shows so that I could learn how to be a gang member, because I didn't know how to work undercover, and I didn't know how to be a gang member. I didn't know how the lingo, the dress, the chains and the medallions and all the things that were happening back then. I just didn't know how to do it. And that's how I learned how to successfully work undercover for 2 years. At the end of that period of time, I decided to go back to college and get my master's degree. and I did very, very well in my master's program. I graduated with a perfect 4.0, grade point average, and I actually won an award back in 1995 as the graduate student of the year in the state of Ohio. It was shortly after that in 1995 that I was recruited to go to the FBI. So I had worked for 9 years as a police officer, and I got recruited to go to the FBI. I left Ohio and went to Chicago and got to work gangs in Chicago, which was my dream job. I had a phenomenal career in the FBI. My second day on the Attorney General's protection detail was 9/11. I was in Washington, D.C. On 9/11. I got to see all the things unfold in Washington, D.C. with the Pentagon being struck. We went to New York a couple of days later with the Attorney General. I got to travel all around the world. And I don't say that lightly, because I'm just a kid like a lot of you. I was from the inner city of Youngstown, Ohio. I grew up in foster care from the time I was 4 till I was 12 years old. So for 8 years, my father was murdered when I was 13 years old, got in the middle of a drug deal that went wrong. So there were a lot of things that happened to me in my life that you would not believe that I had the opportunity to have the academic as well as the professional career that I had. And being able to work for the FBI is how I met the Wooten Center, how I became involved in the center, ultimately how I became a board member at the center, because I believe in giving back. I believe in investing in your lives. So every one of you on here, and even those who are not on here and people that you know that should be on here, I believe investing in your lives and giving you the opportunity to be successful, because there's a lot of things out there that are challenges to us that we have to overcome, whether they're challenges within our families, challenges within our communities, challenges within our schools, challenges within our academic abilities. These are challenges that we're going to have to overcome in order to be successful. And myself and Miss Sandra and Miss Tanika are all here for the benefit of making sure that you succeed. I can't give Miss Christelle enough applause for all of the work that she does in making sure that you have every opportunity and access to every piece of technology in order to be able to compete and be successful in our world today. It is much different than the world I grew up in. There was no such thing as cell phones when I was your age. There was no such thing as the internet when I was your age. We could not have been on a Zoom call when I was your age. So clearly things have changed, and you have so many advantages that you can take care of. And the center is very good at making sure that you have all of those opportunities. I'm just so thankful and blessed and very humbled to be among the ladies who are speaking to you today, and to be with you, to just share a little bit of my story about my education, about my profession. I believe in service. I believe in giving back. I believe that if you want to see things be different, that you must be a part of the difference making. And I hear that in Miss Tanika and Miss Sandra's testimony, that they are a part of making things different, not just for women, women of color, but for everyone, for our society. We are a part of making the difference that we want to see for you, so that you have every opportunity that you can to continue to be successful, continue to make a difference, continue to make your life matter, your voice matter. We are just now coming out of a very hectic political season. I don't know how much you've paid attention to that, but the future belongs to you. This election is about the future, and that future belongs to all of you. And we are here to stand up for that, to share our voice and our power and our passion for that. And really, it's all because of you. The bridges we build today are not for us. They are for you. They are for you to cross over into better times and better days and better opportunities, and certainly better access, even if that means you become the president of the United States or the vice president of the United States. So you have witnessed history today. I'm so proud to say that I lived long enough to see an African-American president and President Barack Obama, that I've lived long enough to see an African-American vice president and Kamala Harris. This is very, very historic times, and I'm glad you are at the age that you are now, so that you can fully experience the benefit of all of this. So I'll pause right there for any questions, but I'm just humbled to be here with you today. And thank you very much, Christelle, for the invite. And thank you to the ladies that I get to stand among two giants who are serving every day. Thank you.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Clark? Okay. Well, Mr. Robert, I got some questions for you. I hope you guys.
Okay. Ask ahead. Go ahead.
What let me see here. Hold on. What would you say that you are most passionate about, that you love most about your career?
I would say what I am most passionate about and what I love most about my career is the opportunity to serve. Way back when I became a police officer in 1986, it was not for the money. As a matter of fact, I still have my initial appointment letter, and I was making, now hold on, $19,999, and that was in 1996 or 1986. And I thought I was rich when they were paying me $19,999. I was like, yeah, Mom, you can quit your job. We gonna get paid $550 every 2 weeks, every 14 days. You can quit your job. We've arrived. I thought I was balling like that. Clearly, that's not the case. The point I'm making is that it was never for the money. It was the opportunity to make a difference, to be the difference that I wanted to see in my neighborhood. And being a police officer allowed me to do that. It allowed me to work in the community every day, to work with people every day, to work with kids every day. And yes, were there some individuals that had to go to jail? Yes, there were individuals that had to go to jail in order to make our community safer. But there were so many other opportunities that I got to work with people and work with communities and work with organizations to make things better. And that's really what was my passion, was to serve and to be the difference I wanted to see in the community.
Awesome. And what are your two hobbies, and how many years have you been, how many years were you a retired FBI agent?
Okay. So I was with the FBI for 22 years. I was with the police department for 9 years. Mm-hmm. And recently, these last 3 years, I've been working as a senior superintendent for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in Trinidad and Tobago, which is in the Caribbean. So I've had the fortune to be doing police work in the Caribbean. Very violent country, a lot of crime problems there. But again, it's in the Caribbean, right? So it was just beautiful to be there. My hobbies and passion are cycling and hiking. As Ms. Sandra said, I love to get out on the trails, especially in Southern California and even over in Nevada where I live now. I just came back from Mount Charleston yesterday. There's actually snow up there, so it was an amazing experience to be able to do that. 34 years I've been in this business, and it seemed like it just started yesterday. So I strongly encourage you, whatever your passions are going to be, enjoy every single day, because it will go by so quickly. Mm-hmm. And I say that sort of as a cliche, certainly to Miss Tanika, Miss Sandra. I'm sure you've heard that. You probably feel like it's 100 years before you retire, but I'm telling you, retirement will sneak up on you, and you will look back like, man, what happened to those 20 or 25 years? And it feels like I just started. That's what it feels like for me. I'm 54 years old, and I had a wonderful career. I had a wonderful time. And this is really a time for me to just really live out my passion in that service and to make the difference in the lives of young people.
Nice. Awesome sauce. All right. Well, I hope you were listening really good to all of our speakers, because we have a wonderful Jeopardy game based on their answers.
Miss Christelle, I got a question. Why don't anyone ever have questions for the police? That's what I want to know. No one ever has a question for the police.
Oh, I have one question.
I'm not coming to nobody's house. We ain't going to do no warrants. I just wonder why no one ever has a question for the police.
Go ahead, Destiny. Ask your question.
Go ahead, Destiny.
Do you like stay up all day to see if there's like bad people, or you just like stop?
Well, I'm retired now, so I have a hard time staying up past 10 o'clock now. So I don't stay up looking for bad people. I mostly am teaching college. So I teach master's students in the criminal justice program. And I do work like this. So I do Zoom work with my mentoring organization and being able to talk to young kids and just do things with our community, especially in this time of COVID. So this is like my 4th Zoom call today, and I have another one at 6 o'clock this evening. So I'll have to leave you shortly. So no, I don't stay up all night looking for bad guys. Not anymore, anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to start playing our wonderful Jeopardy game. So we're going to break you off into teams of 2. For every answer that you get correct, your team will get points here. But you will also, if you get the answer right, you will also get $5 Wooten dollars that we're going to track on our end, okay? And the thing is, the team who wins will get 20. Each person in the team is going to get 20 Wooten dollars. Yeah. Okay, you guys don't seem excited about these Wooten dollars. Look, I'm going to show you what's going to be in the dollar store. I'm going to show you what's in the dollar store. So I'll show that to you afterwards, okay? But you're going to get excited, okay? Mr. Clark, yes. We'll see you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I got to jump off to another call that starts in a few minutes. Please stay safe. Yeah. Have a great Thanksgiving holiday. God bless, and I'll see you guys again soon. Ms. Tanika, Ms. Sandra, thank you so much, and be blessed.
Okay, bye.
All right. Okay, so we're going to break you guys off into teams. And so we're going to, let's see how, I'm going to have you guys count off. So I'm going to start with D2 and we're going to just count off 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So D2, you're 1, Destiny. Say 2.
Yes.
Oh, let me see, Miss Tracy, you're gonna play too? Parents, you guys get to play. Everybody, well, except our speakers. Everybody, parents and everybody gets to play. Miss Tracy, you gonna play? Yes? Okay, so Miss Tracy, let's start with you. So make Tracy, Miss Tracy.
You know why you made me? You know what's so similar about me and Dyron? Because we both have D's in our name.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so D2, you're 1. So Miss Jocelyn, keep track of who's 1 and who's 2. So D2, you're 1. Destiny, you're.
I have a better name. Thing 1, thing 2.
Sophia, let's have you be 1. And Miss Tracy, you're gonna be 2. Delaney, say 1.
1.
Okay, Sydney.
2.
Okay, Samantha.
1.
Sage.
2.
Ben.
1.
Joseph. Say 2.
2.
Miss Gladys, are you playing with us?
I'm gonna skip out because I completely missed the last gentleman that was on.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can still play. You never know.
Sure, let's do it then.
Okay, so 1.
1.
All right. Miss Jocelyn, are the teams balanced for the most part?
Wait, Miss, why can't we see Gladys?
Team 2 is just missing like one more group to complete like the whole, but it's all evened out.
Okay, but
Miss, why can't we?
What'd you say?
Miss, why can't we see Gladys? Whatever.
She doesn't have her camera on, and that's okay.
My camera's actually not properly functioning, so it's just off.
Oh, so he has a malfunction. All right. So are you guys ready to play? Miss, I think the first one, I know when we clicked on the first one right there. Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, you're going to say the person's name. So either Robert Clark, Sandra Jimenez, Tanika Hubbard, or a college question for how much ever points. Okay. So remember, for every question you answer correctly, you're going to get $5 Wooten dollars. And when your team wins, you're going to get 20 Wooten dollars to go into your Wooten bank. Cha-ching. Okay, and I'll show you guys the things.
What if we don't win?
Well, the thing is, If you answer the question correctly, you still have an opportunity to get points. So everybody's going to get a turn, okay? All right. So Miss Jocelyn, you can name off who can go first from, and the thing is, you're working as a team. So in the chat, so Miss Jocelyn, can you read off who all?
You want me to read for team 1?
Yeah, so read off who all is on team 1.
Team 1, it's D2, Sophia, Delaney, Samantha, Ben, and Gladys.
Okay. And team 2?
Destiny, Tracy, Sydney, Sage, and Joseph.
I have a question. Sure. Zyron, if you go to the chat, you can see that I put your name so I can text it to you.
Oh, you mean just the names of the people?
No, I mean I put Zyron on the chat so I can text it to him as the answer.
Oh, you mean so the thing is, when your team goes, your team can help you. So the other team, you guys have to be quiet, right? So team 1 is D2, Sophia, Delaney, Samantha, Ben, and Gladys. So
that's good.
When you say so whatever you choose to answer, if you're unsure, you can confirm with your team, and then you're gonna say my final answer is, and then we're gonna touch it, okay? So your team can help you, okay? All right, and you can choose if you want to go with your team's suggestion or if you want to go with your answer. All right, Miss Jocelyn, let's play the game.
Okay, let's have team 1 go first.
All right, so call out the first person you want to go first.
Let's go with Delaney. What would be your choice? Robert, Clark, Sandra, Jimenez, Tanika Hubbard, or would you like to answer some college questions?
Oh, unmute yourself. And you'll have 30 seconds to answer your, actually, I'll give you guys I'll give you 30 seconds to answer the question. Okay, which one would you like, Delaney?
I would like to, Tanika.
For how much?
For 100.
Okay. So what was Tanika most passionate about? So team 1, you can help Delaney if you like.
So do we just blurt it out loud or what?
Yeah, sure.
Food.
Is the team 1, those are your only suggestions?
She was also an athlete, so she was active.
Okay. So Delaney, you're gonna make the final choice. Like, which answer do you want to choose? I remember you can choose whatever answer you want to choose too.
He was most passionate about the fires.
Say it.
I know.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Passionate about my family and helping those in need. Okay, let's keep going. But thank you for making that good try, good attempt. All right.
Okay, team 2, let's have Tracy.
Mr. Clark for 200. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, I think I know. Wait, I'm on Tracy's team, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you are. You can answer it.
We're so passionate about his school and the firefighter. No, I mean the cop.
Being a police officer. Helping.
Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Is that our final answer? Is that our final answer?
Any other number twos? Are we right? That's our final
I
answer.
think Destiny is right about it.
Yeah, Destiny. Serving others. Yeah, helping people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So good job. Good job, team 2. All right.
Destiny.
Because I listened so carefully to those words.
Miss Jocelyn, if you just push the plus button, I think it'll do it automatically.
Oh, okay.
Take out the 200 and just push the plus button. Oh no.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Team 1.
Let's have Ben.
College questions for 500.
Oh, come on. He's like, I'm taking all the way up.
Yes, you can double major in college.
All right. Come on, Ben.
I knew that, and I'm not even in college.
Okay, team 2, let's have Joseph.
College questions 200. You have to declare a major in order to get into college. I would say yes.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Double check.
No, you do not.
You don't. I mean, you don't have to say no. You could say yes if you want to. It's your choice.
You don't have to.
Yeah, whatever you want to choose is your final answer.
Choose no.
Message is received from Denise PTA Council.
Okay. And you're right.
Bruh. No.
Woo!
Can I cheat up to team 1?
Who asked that?
Me.
Oh, Destiny. Okay.
I'm gonna do college questions for 400.
Okay.
You guys picking up.
What?
What's considered a pass?
I already know this one, but I don't want to say it.
What did he say? What did they say? The passing grade.
It's either.
Why would you pick this?
Because, like, in general, C's, B's, or A's are passing grades.
I'll take action. It's a C or above.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying. C and above.
Okay.
Final answer.
All right. Come
Yeah,
on,
see?
team. Come on, team. Woo.
Okay.
Okay, let's have Destiny for team 2.
I think Destiny.
Sandra.
Sandra for
200.
200.
Okay.
What is Sandra love about her career?
Do I have to answer by myself?
Your team can help you.
Mm-hmm. I put the teams in the chat just in case you forgot which team you're on.
Being able to help and interact with the kids because she works at a school.
Tracy, you need to help me on this one.
Guys, you're on team 1.
Oops.
Guys, you're on team 1.
I'm on team 2.
Yeah, Destiny's on team 2.
Team 2.
Good at being able to help and interact and help families.
Maybe I'm going to be in a firefighter.
And children.
I don't know.
And families. Did you hear this, Destiny?
Being a firefighter.
Being able to help.
So Destiny, what's your final answer? So you listen to what Miss Tracy, she's sharing with you. Your team is sharing with you. This is about Miss Sandra.
Did you hear me, Destiny?
Because I was talking, that's why.
choice.
Being able to help children and families, she said.
Okay, we'll go with Tracy's.
Okay.
All right.
The same thing.
In that vein. Awesome. All righty.
You got a catcher?
Oh God.
Okay. Team 1, Samantha.
Tanika for 300.
UC San Diego.
SDSU, SDSU, SDSU.
Yeah,
San Diego State University.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, San Diego State University.
Okay.
Howard.
Wow. Good job. Good job. Come on, team.
Okay. Team 2, let's have Sage.
Okay. College questions. 300.
Yeah, close to the grades, Emma.
What's the mascot of UCLA? Bear. Wait.
Final answer? You don't
What
ask your team?
What did you say?
I need a little help. I said a bear.
It's not it.
Give you a hint. He has a name.
Oh, I know this one. I'm not gonna say it.
Wait.
Mama, don't look it up. Don't
look it up on my phone.
Cheater.
Wait. I just want to double check. I'm gonna answer to.
UCLA Bruins.
Okay.
It might be a bear. Bruin. They're Bruin. So there's a bear.
It's a bear. That's the final question. It's the final answer.
It's a bear.
I knew it. It's a bear. Final answer.
So is he a bear?
Yeah, he's a bear, but his name is Joe Bruin.
Okay. All right. So it's a bear.
We'll give it to them.
Joe Bruin is a bear.
Okay. Team 1, Sophia.
Tanika for 400. She loves being able to help the public.
Final answer?
Yeah, it's the able to help.
Final answer.
Okay.
File.
Did they get that one?
Well, we like it's half. We have got that one because like we did say she loved helping people and helping people is a part of the fire.
Wait, can I go for team 2?
All right. So that was
Sydney, you are on team 2.
Sophia, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So last one for team 2, Sydney.
Hey, college question.
Did Joseph go? Joseph, did you go on team 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
College questions 100.
Okay.
How many years?
I think 2 years.
I was about to say 4.
Oh, it's
No, 2 years. 2 years.
that your final answer?
Yeah.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going back.
I took 18 months. Yeah.
Yes!
Did they answer right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Good
I took 18
job.
months. That's all we got. Got.
Who won, Miss? I don't have no idea.
All right. How about Miss Gladys? Miss Gladys can answer a question.
Did you say for Gladys? Okay, let's do Tanika for 500.
I can step in on this one.
Oh.
Go ahead. Well, do you know Miss Gladys? Because Ben wants to give you a suggestion.
Ben, go for it.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer, 2 years.
Under.
All right. No,
Thank you.
all right.
Little under 2.
All right. Good job. Good job.
Or no. Or no.
Okay. You guys want to finish out the questions on there?
Yes.
Team,
Yes!
yes,
please.
Possible. Team 2 can still come back. So let's see.
Wait, for team 2, I'm gonna go with Robert. 500.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. You said 500. What was your major in college?
Is it criminal justice?
That's for team 2.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it criminal justice? Destiny?
That's your final answer? For team 2?
That's our final answer.
Okay.
Woohoo! All right. Good job.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Let's have Delaney.
Oh, you guys are.
Sandra 100.
Sandra 400.
100 or 400?
I major in college.
No. I'm trying to think of this one.
Her major was it wasn't.
It's something to do with social.
I ain't telling you.
Wait, I think I remember.
Social services?
This was the person that wasn't this the person that helped people? So her major in college.
She's a social worker, so I would imagine she majored in social services.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got
So
for team 2, I got it again. I'm gonna go with Sandra. For team 2. Sandra for team 2.
Yeah, I would go for it. I'm sorry. That's no.
For 500.
No, sir.
Graduate.
Oh, that's Sage.
UCLA.
Oh.
Final answer?
There's so many schools.
Is that your final answer, Sage?
Yeah.
Jocelyn.
UCLA, go Bruins!
And she did times 2 because she got a bachelor's.
I go to my Jaguar school. Hi, Miss Galanta Elementary School. But how many points do we have altogether now?
17.
Okay, let's have Ben for team 1.
Sandra Jimenez for 500. Let's see.
Oh, I know this one. Helping others.
Final answer?
Don't matter.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go with that.
That technically is, if you really think about it.
Close, but not it.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Robert for 400.
Destiny, you getting it, girl.
Oh, I remember this one.
How many years have? Oh,
Tracy, answer this one.
wait a minute. He said he's been working for. I don't remember the year, Destiny.
I remember.
Come on, team. Help out.
You remember saying?
Team one take
The team want to take this question?
No.
You guys can help out too.
I can give a general answer.
Wait, how many years have you been in your career? Add them up together. How many had his jobs for?
Yeah.
Mr. Robert.
I know that.
I know that.
I know you're going.
There's so many I can't remember.
Team one take this question.
The team want to take this question?
No. Was it 30-something? 32 years?
I'm thinking that's your final answer.
What's your final answer?
Wait. No, you can't. Like, never mind. Go ahead.
Was it 32?
Wait, that's not our final answer. It might have been a bit lower.
Okay, we need a final
Maybe a
answer.
few years lower. Maybe about 27 years or so.
27 years? Okay, she said.
Okay, whose question is this? Whose question was this one?
This is Destiny's question.
This is Destiny's question? Okay, so Destiny, what's your final answer? Your team made all kinds of suggestions.
Destiny?
I don't know.
Is it 27?
Wait, what?
27?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with Tracy's. I'm gonna go with Tracy's.
Well, Miss Tracy, what's your answer?
I don't know. I just went with Sage. She said she thinks 27.
Okay, final answer.
That's wrong. Here's 32.
27.
Okay.
I know it. I know it.
35. guys.
35.
Stop it.
All
Most
right, we got
people
3 more to
most
go.
people do more than 30 years.
Let's go with Sophia. Team one.
Nika for 200.
Tanika.
Yeah.
The gym and eating.
I know it good.
Easy money.
The gym and eating. Final answer.
Huh?
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. Final answer.
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going
to restaurants.
Eating.
Okay, for team two.
We got it.
Wait, you guys, I want to talk. Let somebody else pick? Why didn't you let somebody else pick? You already picked most of them.
Okay, we got 2 more.
Well, I guess then,
Nobody got that last
You
one.
cannot come back.
maybe Sandra for 300.
Okay.
Yes. Means you cannot come back.
How many years have you been in your career?
Team 2?
Yeah, this is for team 2.
Ooh, I didn't come in when she was talking.
I don't know this one.
I don't know.
I know this one.
I wasn't on.
No.
Is this team two, right?
Yes.
I wasn't on. Okay, team 2, I don't know this one.
How many years have you been in your career?
No.
So, how many careers she had, add them all together, and that's her final answer.
I know, because she had different ones, huh?
The team
The
one
team want to take
take
this question?
We shouldn't just wrote them down.
Easy $1.
I don't know, we might have to take it. Let's cause tell your music made me nervous. Oh, Okay, take a guess. Whose question was it?
This is Team Two's question. So maybe
Okay, say.
I would maybe do the same guess I did for the last question.
No, not the same, Amanda.
Maybe.
Okay, how many years, you guys? We need an answer.
Okay, Sage, what you say?
I would say 20. No, about 30 years.
Oh, I know this one.
I'll give you guys a hint. She did mention that after college, she didn't continue. So if you do the math,
Right.
how many years was she?
One.
We need an answer.
Team one has an answer.
All right, say an answer.
I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay.
And maybe say 20 years. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 years.
All right, we're locking it in.
She's not old enough for 20 years. No.
I wasn't on. Great guess. Wonderful try. Wonderful try. That's awesome. Okay, we got one last one there. Go for it. Okay. Which team would this be for?
Team one.
Okay, go for it. Team one.
Robert Clark for 300.
No, it's not. It's not too late.
No, I know. I think one of the
Yeah, I think it was like jogging or something. I forgot the other one. Hey.
No, in a cup. In a cup.
Do you have it? Delaney, you can just
Destiny, it isn't our turn. You're giving them a point. What are you doing? I know.
No, this is team one. This is team one. This is D2, Sophia, Delaney, Samantha, Ben, and Gladys.
Yeah, I know. She was answering it for team one.
Oh. So what are our final answers?
What's the answer, D2? Running and what else?
I think it's exercising and
Yeah, he said jogging and something else.
I know the other one.
Wait, it's anyone got anyone know? Anyone? I know jogging.
I do.
Helping people?
Oh, you're on the wrong team, Miss Tracy.
Mm-mm.
Okay, final answer.
Ooh, it's. I think it's exercising and sleeping.
Sleeping is that
Is eating a hobby?
That's your final answer. Okay. We're gonna lock it in.
Yo, we can lock it in.
Okay, let's lock it in.
Still winning anyway.
Go ahead, let's lock it in.
Cycling and hiking.
Hiking.
I mean, we still winning, so.
It's really close. All right.
So
team one.
No, but that was still
So congratulations, you guys. So now this is the thing. If you answered a question, you got it right, you got points. So I have
Did I? Because I got multiple right.
I know you guys are checking too. And team one, each of you are gonna get an additional $20 Wooten dollars.
What?
No way. Yeah. Like, well, what's all this big deal about the Wooten store? Well, let me show you.
I wish you did where we will get how many Wooten points, how many points we get.
No.
Like we separate them equally as a team. That would have been great.
Don't give her.
Well, you guys, you know what? We're gonna have so whenever you're in your tutoring sessions, you're going to robotics and you're going to craft and you're going to sing and you're going to world languages and culture with cooking and you're going to virtual playground and you're showing up for college and career day and you're showing up for volunteer day next week. That's next Friday. We're gonna have our volunteer and family. It's gonna be fun.
Miss, after you show us the wooden dollar store, can I tell you about the fashion after?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And actually, I want to find out from all the rest of you what you want to do for your careers. So our Wooden Dollar store, this store is gonna be on December 4th. Can you say December 4th?
Stop, Mama. No.
So on December 4th, you're going to be able to shop and choose all these awesome prizes and gifts. Okay, we've got stuff in here for every.
Oh my God, slime! I want that slime. A unicorn. I want everything.
The slime can be yours. We've got gift cards. Look, we got earbuds. We've got basketball hoops. We've got stuff for STEM, things that you can build and
Xbox gift card.
Miss, where did you find that? Where did you find that again? A headset. Hello.
All these things, and we're adding more things to the store. So if you have ideas, if you're like, Miss Christelle, I think you should add this to the store, then you can.
I need that art set.
Yes, you can have this art set. So see how much the art set costs for you being in all your sessions and tutoring. For all the classes. So for all the classes you've been going to, we adding up all your dollars for this whole semester. And your dollars from today are going to the bank. Okay. When you guys are early to your sessions, remember, sometimes I'll be like, you messing with your Wooten dollars. You get $2 for being early, $2 for somebody else's.
Can you show me how you got it?
Great participation and performance. What do you mean how I get it?
Never mind, I got it.
What do you mean?
How do
this is on
How do you see all that stuff?
Well, the thing is, we're going to order all these different items off of Amazon. So we put them in the store because these are things that you guys have told us that you guys like. So if you see something that you like in the store, so if you see that basketball, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get that basketball for $45, pow. So when you shop on December 4th, you're gonna put that in your basket, right? And that's gonna go in your cart, in your shopping cart. And that's what we're gonna order. And all your prizes and gifts are gonna come on December. We're gonna have you guys pick it up on December 18th. Who shopped in the Wooten store from the summer? Okay, can you share with your friends what it's like shopping in the Wooten store?
No.
No.
It's
maybe
fun.
It's fun. Can you tell us like what makes it fun?
That like you have multiple choices of what you want to get.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Christelle?
Yes.
And
say if we're getting like an Amazon gift card, will it still come in on December 18th?
Actually, the Amazon gift card, well, the thing is, on December 18th is when we'll give out all the cards. So we'll send it to you that day and you'll get it immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's going to come to your email.
Okay. Yeah, because that's how I did last time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. I heard Destiny, but I heard somebody else talking right before Destiny. Who is that?
That was me, D2.
Okay, go ahead, D2, and then Destiny.
And I was gonna say, I chatted to you. I was gonna say, can we add this to the Wooten store? A drone with a camera.
A drone with a camera. Okay, drone.
Yeah. And please don't get, because on Amazon they have these drones that you have to connect with a phone. Please try to find those drones that you're able to what's it called? You're able to have like on the remote control. It has a screen because those drones are better.
Screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Noted. Is there anybody else? Is there any other suggestions from anybody else of things that they want to have in the store? We're gonna keep some of these and add more things. Go ahead, Destiny.
Oh, can I talk now? Yeah. How did you find the store? Because I.
Oh, you muted. You said because you what?
Can you find the store? Because I cannot find the store in the Wooten Center.
Oh, so this is here at our website, wootencenter.org/dollar store. So you can go, I'll put it in the, I'll copy and paste it in the chat. So the thing is, you can't shop right now, but you can look at it. You can look at the items that are here and so you can check them out. So you can, you can look at it and so you can prepare.
When can we shop there?
You're going to shop on December 4th. You're gonna shop.
Do you guys know that December 4th, the day before my mama's birthday?
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's coming up. All right.
Wait, Miss, can you share your screen again? Can you share your screen so I can see the store, so I can bookmark it?
Okay. Yes. And I put it in the chat. I put it in the chat as well. I put the link in the chat. So you can go back to it and you can look at it and choose which gifts you want to get. And so as you're working, as you're doing your homework, when you're in your tutoring sessions, all that, you showing up early. That's why it's important for you to be early to your session. We're not just telling you guys be early just to be early. We want you guys to be early because that's a good life skill, right? And your tutor is ready for you. You're ready for your tutor. You're like, let's go. And then your tutor, just like right now, Miss Jocelyn, she's also gonna put in the chat your $6 Wooten because you guys were here early, you guys participated, and you stayed for the full time. So you're getting an additional $6 Wooten for being here for College and Career Day. Woo! Awesome. Congratulations, you all. So we are all done. And I've had a great time with you all, and you all are fantastic. And so I want you guys to have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Miss Sandra, Miss Tanika, we want to tell you thank you so much for coming and being our wonderful guest mentors. We're going to see and have you guys come on back again. And
thank you.
And really awesome and really fast, you guys. I know Destiny, I know some of you guys had told us what you want to do for your career, but for the rest of you all, can you type in the chat what you want to do for your career? I know Sage says she want to be a chef. I know D2 said he wanted to be an architect or a game designer. I know Destiny wants to be a fashion designer, but for the rest of
can I show the fashion stuff now?
Type in the chat. Yes, Destiny, you can grab it.
Okay, can you spotlight me?
What you want to do for your career?
Can you spotlight me, please?
Huh?
Can you spotlight me?
Well, you know what? Go ahead and grab it.
You are spotlighted.
I already grabbed it.
Okay, well, the spotlight is when we share it, but right now we're all looking at you, so go for it. But just type in the chat, you guys, what you want to do for your career. So
okay, so I got this polka dot hat with a black flower on the top, and then it has like a black string, like it's kind of messy, like a curl, and then this is made like kind of a plate where the old days were. I forgot what it called. And then I just have this plain brown hat, and then it has like the polka dot, yeah. And then I also have this one. This one can't usually get up, but it's a big bow on the top.
Ooh.
And then I have this purse right here. It's like a really
wow, so you got all kinds of stuff.
And then I had it's like a cute luggage one. It's like a luggage. Yeah.
That's like a style from back in the day.
Yeah, and then I got these glasses. Glasses. The glasses I try them in like every day. Yeah, and then this is like the cute little black one.
So it's a clutch. That's awesome. It's a wristlet actually. Put your hand through it on the wrist. Oh, you guys, wow. Thank you guys for putting your stuff in the chat. So you guys, when we have our guest mentors to come and share for College and Career Day, I'm going based off all these things that you guys have written down. Okay, so maybe we'll see and have an engineer, basketball player, entrepreneur, animator. Okay, I see.
When there's an apron on the dollar store, oh my god, I need that apron for cooking class.
Yes, you can get that too. Yes. So that's what's going to be in your store. All right, awesome. You guys.
I might do it December 7th because we have some plans with December 6th to get Christmas stuff.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bye, Delaney. Bye, Sydney. It was great having you guys. So see you guys later. Make sure you put your stuff.
Miss, I bookmarked it so I won't lose it.
Wonderful. All right, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Sandra.
Thank you, everyone.
When we do college and career day again, I'm coming.
Wonderful. It's every second Friday.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Shop the full suite of stainless steel Whirlpool appliances now at Lowe's. Meet the new DJ.
All right, Miss Tracy. Okay, come on, birthday coming up December 3rd. All right, ladies. Thank you so much, Miss Jocelyn.
No, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, you know what, Miss Jocelyn? Let's let me see. I'm gonna
Miss Castell, my birthday is December 5th.
Oh, it's the 5th.
It's the day after the shopping.
I see.
I'm gone.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can stop it. Let's see if I can. Miss Jocelyn, hold on one second. Just trying to stop. Okay. Let me see. I'll just